The following is a talk given by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaja on November 20th, 2009 in Chennai, Tamil Nadu, India.
The first question, Gauranga. Both in Srimad Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Bhagavata, at the end of each chapter, there is a Phala Sruti mentioned. Vrindavan Das Thakur has mentioned by reading Mother Sachi deliverance from the offense of committed to Advaita Acharya, one gets delivered from Vaishnava Aparata in 22nd chapter of the Madhya Khanda of Chaitanya Bhagavata. How to understand this? Your servant of servant, Jivana Gaura Haridas.
Jivana Gaura Haridas. How to understand this? How to understand it as it is? We should understand it as it is. Why do we doubt? If he says, if you read this story, you get forgiven for your offenses. You get forgiven for your offenses. How to understand it? How many want to read this chapter?
Hari Hari Bol!
This is intuitive to read. We also, in our Navadip, Parikrama, we go through the 9 islands of Navadip in the 1, 2, 3, 4th island, Koladip. There we observe that this is also known in the Chaitanya literature as Aparat Vangsan Kulyathat, that it is the place where one can get free from the offenses committed to the Vaishnavas. So every time we visit this Kulyathat, this Koladip island, there's 9 islands. Let's see if I can remember. Shinantadip, Udramdip, Antadip, Koladip, Vidadip, Jondip, Udramdip, Rodradip, Udramdip, Rodradip, Antadip. Wow. So, these 9 islands, each have got glories. Now, someone can ask, how are we to understand this? It says that one island is 200,000 yojanas. But we walk at it, in the spiritual platform, it's much bigger. Let us go to Surili Dasi, Surili Rani Dasi, and big welcome. Please welcome Ashana Desh, Adamana Desh, with the daughter, Kirtan Dasi. These are good names for our yatras in the Middle East. So, how do we understand, like it said, Srinivas Acharya Dasa, he was astonished. How did Lord Chaitanya who is an avatar of Krishna himself, how he lives so simple in a grass hut, in a cow dung with mud house, and he couldn't sleep. He was thinking how the Lord has appeared in such a simple way as a Brahman and Navadip. So then at midnight he fell asleep. The Lord came and picked him up and flew him over Navadip, and he had something like he had 7 visions. He had a vision of Navadip down with a huge wall around it of gold, and all the people dressed like in the spiritual world with great opulence. And there was a kind of a dome temple, and then had inside it Krishna, rather Gauranga, and Vishnupriya and Lakshmipriya, and wow. And then he had another vision like this, 7 after each other in a row. The second vision was Panchatattva, with thousands of devotees from all over the world surrounding him, surrounding Lord Chaitanya and chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Now is it just a coincidence that Lord Srila Prabhupada, he requested we build a temple of Vedic planetarium with the named deities of the Panchatattva. And they already are having thousands of devotees from all over the world coming every year. How are we to understand this?
As it is.
I don't know how to understand this as it is. Ki Jai! Srinivas Acharya Ki Jai! Gauranga! Nityananda! Siddhanath! Advaita Gosai! Gadadhar! Srivas! Adi Gaur Bhaktivinoda! Hare Krishna! Hare Krishna! Hare Krishna! Hare Krishna! Krishna Krishna! Hare Hare! Hare Ram! Hare Ram! Ram Ram! Hare Hare! Next person.
Guru Maharaj, Hare Krishna.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
Kindly explain the importance of reciting slokas and what should be the mood for reciting the verses. Your servant Ranga Ramadas.
Ramadas. These two asked the most questions. If there wasn't for them, I don't know what we do. We wouldn't have any questions. So let's get all of good here. Memorizing the slokas is very good, very important, because you see that as we memorize the slokas, they stay fixed in the mind. So it's very useful and appreciated if we quote the verses, especially in India, but in general, people like it. There was someone in Hyderabad, I was standing in front of the GTO, the General Post Office, waiting for someone. And all of a sudden this person came up to me and said, quoted a verse and said, what does this mean? So if you don't know Sanskrit, you don't know a number of verses, you might get stumped. Fortunately, he asked a very common verse. I forget what verse it was, but so I gave the answer. Similarly, there was someone who came up to me. They said, every religion says, believe in God. Every religion. Isn't there any religion where you don't have to have blind faith, where you just follow the system and it reveals God to you? No religion has the absence of blind faith. So, this on the street, this is the kind of people you meet in India on the street. They walk up and they want to show off, or I don't know what they want. If you know a sloka too, it's useful. Especially the younger you are, the easier it is to learn slokas. And then like 6-year-olds, 9-year-olds, they know whole chapters of Bhagavad Gita. Where as you get older, your head gets filled with science and arts, and all the different things you got to study for university and college, so it's more difficult. So this person, the person who asked me the question, isn't there any religion where you don't have to have any faith? Without faith, it still works. That was the question. So I was thinking, there's one example, at least one, if not one. That is the example of Dasu Ratnakara. He wanted to rob Narada Muni, and I won't go to the whole story, but at the end he surrendered to Narada Muni, and Narada Muni told him to chant the names of God. He said, I'm a thief, I'm a murderer, I'm a plunderer, I cannot chant the names of God. What do you think? I am. I can't say anything holy. I can only say things which are unholy and very vicious, and this is my nature, and sorry, and very false. So then he gave the mantra, Mara, kill! Mara, Mara, Mara! Kill, kill, kill! Oh, I said, I can chant that. This is right up my alley. This is just my, I would say, come to tea, but we don't take tea, so. So he began to chant, Mara, 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 Mara. Right? You know the story. This is how he became Valmiki. And then by chanting Mara, 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 it came Ram, 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 Ram. So he had no faith. I mean, he didn't know he was chanting the name of God. He, in his mind, he was chanting, kill, 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 kill. But after the first one, Ma, Ra, Ma, Ra, Ma, it became Rama, Rama, Rama. This way he got purified. And he became the writer of the Ramayana, Valmiki. He got purified. So, this chanting of the holy names is so powerful. Even if you don't have anything, even if you chant it accidentally or unconsciously, you still doing it. It says that followers of Islam, peace be upon them, that they, when they see something sacrilegious, they say haram, haram. But they also say haram. Oh, my dear Lord Ram. So unconsciously they're also getting some sukriti, some little bit by chanting all around. So that was.
For the local questions, time out. Only internet questions are acceptable now. This is from internet. From Hyderabad, Prema Vinodini Devidasi has written. We were really inspired by your presence here in Hyderabad, Guru Maharaj, and we were in high enthusiasm to serve you. How to maintain the same spirit when one's spiritual master is staying far away? This is from Hyderabad, Prema Vinodini Devidasi.
Prema Vinodini Devidasi is an Ayurvedic doctor. And she was attending regularly. A similar question was asked last night, and I mentioned that we should always be offering our service to Krishna, to the Guru and the Guru Parampara. The Parampara, the chain of spiritual masters, from the present Guru all the way up to Lord Krishna, is the means that we offer our service to Krishna. We don't directly offer it. So therefore, we should have that enthusiasm. Even though the Guru is not physically present, to offer the service to him, because through him, that service will reach Lord Krishna, and Krishna will be very pleased. I was also very happy to be in Hyderabad, because they have the Rath Yatra at the same time as they have in Calcutta. I don't go to Rath Yatra there, I come to Chennai for Rath Yatra usually. Although last year I didn't make it, because of my sickness. This year I don't know. It depends on how quickly I learn to walk. Because my next therapy is to walk. So I was very happy to be in Hyderabad. And there we had what do you call it? They call that the Samskara Hall. The hall where they perform weddings and different samskars. So I was generally giving the class there. On a couple of occasions there was some other function, but usually that was available. So I was giving the class then. Since our temple has moved from Tinagar to Indian Lakam here in Chennai, it's not as easy to have a hall here, and the temple is not finished yet in Indian Lakam, but we hope that soon it will be finished. So, anyway, here in this humble house, some Mr. Rao. Not sure you're out. So, believe that we do Gospel Seva and Body Seva. Not all the temples got the chance to do Gospel Seva. My humble self, I was in Bombay, in Delhi, Coimbatore, Chilpati and Bangalore, but only in Bangalore and Chilpati for a few days. In Haridwar it was for 3 weeks, and here how long?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
10 days.
10 days. So we're leaving on Monday. So you have Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 3 days left. So here, like that, you keep up your enthusiasm. I like to, once I get healthy, I'd like to spend more time visiting all the temples in South India.
Hare Krishna.
The next question. Dear Guru Maharaj, Hare Krishna. When I try to do devotional service, so many obstacles coming up. This is test or Maya. Test of Maya. Is this the test of Maya, or I am not serious? I am begging your causeless mercy to always be engaged in devotional service. Your useless servant, Sivananda Shyamadas.
Why is it a test of Maya, or am I not serious? If you're not serious, that doesn't mean Maya will not test you.
Jai.
She tests us to make us serious.
Jai.
Because the test, we have to really take shelter of Krishna. Daily H.H.Jayapataka Swami Maharaja Alendra Chet Bhajante Mayamritam Jharate Jai Shri Krishna Ki
Jai.
We are trying to warn people that as they are engaged in devotional service, they will experience some test from Maya. Now, devotees wonder why test, why it's not easy. It's easy enough if we take shelter of Krishna. But if we are a little bit weak, if we are spaced out, if we don't take shelter of Krishna, or the Maharpurusha, then Maya's test seems insurmountable. Because she's very difficult to cross over. She's a divine potency. However, if we take shelter of Krishna's lotus feet, then he promises us that we will cross over all the obstacles. Even cross over birth and death. So, Prabhupada used to say very graphically, you have to cling the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. How many of you want to cling to Krishna? So this is when the test, when the going rough gets rough, the tough get going.
Jai.
Some of it. And when the test of Maya gets tough, you take shelter of Krishna's feet. You know, like Krishna's mercy, you cross over. We read the verse yesterday. It said that Krishna Yogakshenam Aham Viham. That Krishna delivers his devotees and doesn't allow them to fall into some miserable material conditions. So also Krishna says, Bhakta Varashati, my devotee shall never perish. So in this way Krishna is always protecting his devotee. So we really think I'm so strong, I can cross over all the difficulties. Maya's going to cut us down the side. Only you can cross over at least surrender to Krishna. Bhakti Yoga means clinging to the lotus feet of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare.
Beg your pardon, Guru Maharaj, if inattentive chanting is all offense. I very often do that. If I am also responsible for your ill health, will you please forgive me? Madhura Mohandas.
Madhura Mohandas, here. I don't know who's responsible for my health condition. Maybe I'm responsible, I don't know. Anyone else has any part to play? I pray to Krishna that they be forgiven. As far as inattendance, we should try to chant the holy name with full attention. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. The inattendant chanting has two aspects. One aspect is chanting without paying attention. The other aspect is chanting without putting our full faith, thinking that there's some other process which is going to deliver us, which is going to save us. So we should actually put our faith in the chanting of the holy names. In Kali Yuga, the Nam and the Nami are not in every Yuga. Now and now they are not different. The Kali Yuga, especially, is for Kirtan. Kite, Gayato Vishnu, Chaityan Sutalagaya, Gardiyam Tadacharjaya, Halok Tat, Hari Kirtan. In the Kali Yuga is chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. You see, someone told me that they don't know what to do. It takes 2.5 hours by bus to go from the Apollo hospital all the way to their home. So I was telling them, well, you can chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Why not chant? And you see, so many people in Chennai are stuck in buses and in the traffic jams, but they don't think to chant. So they sit there and they get bored, wonder what to do. They go to chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. In this way, their life would be successful. Our Prabhupada once he was giving a class in a village called Chaktaha. It's about an hour and a half outside of Calcutta by train. So every day, the whole train would fill up with canoes. It's very cheap to live in the village, but you can get all the jobs are all in Calcutta. So he said that you go for the train, then you go to the train, you get down in the shelter station, either walk or take a bus for an hour, get to your office, you work, you take some biscuit, then you work some more, and lunch, you work, and then tea and biscuit, and you work again, and you walk 1 hour, you rush 1 hour, get the train, and take the train an hour and a half. In this way, you come home, it's already 8 o'clock at night, you're tired, you've been traveling all day, working all day, you had a little meal, you the children, you sleep, you have sex, you sleep, and like this goes day in, day out, every day. Is this human life? Father asked him, is this human life? He said, at least if you chant on the way Calcutta, I chant Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
then your life will have some spiritual meaning. So even to this day, after 25, 30, over 100 years, 30, 70 something, 74, 35 years, still there's one yogi from Chakdaha in Calcutta going to chant all the way. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
And so in this Kali Yuga, test will come. The test will make us stronger. But we should be very humble and we should surrender to Krishna. And then we can cross over all the tests by Krishna's mercy.
This question is from internet. Swarup Krishna from Manipur, Karnataka. In our day-to-day lives, we have to deal with material people who find devotional practices strange. So, how should behave so that they are attracted to Krishna consciousness and not repelled? Swarup Krishna, Manipur, Karnataka.
This is where the Grihastas have in literature, the sannyasis. Because they look at the sannyasis with a lot of apprehension, and they used to sing sannyasis at some out here. So if they go to see the Grihastas, or like with the wife, the children, the husband, nice accommodation, car, everything. So then they think they have everything I want, but they're devotees. And I can see what I do. You see, so if they know that you are a devotee and they see that you're sane, you're friendly, you're nice to them, then inside them, they're going to think, he's a nice guy, a nice girl. I think I want to be a devotee too. Or at least when they approach you, sometimes I had one disciple. She was working in AT&T in USA, and one time she was approached by a work colleague. I know you're a spiritual, minded person. My mother died. I don't know how to take it. I don't know what to think. Sometimes you tell me what does life do mean. And like this, give opportunities to actually help other people. This is our job, is we help you. You see, we know from the Bhagavad Gita that there are 3 modes of nature, Sattva, Raja, and Tama. When you deal with materialistic people, there are usually different mixes of these 3 modes, with phenomena of Raja and Tama, a little bit of Sattva. So we can deal with these people using the knowledge, the wisdom from the Bhagavad Gita. We can also, like Lord Chaitanya said, give respect, amanena, amanena. Give respect to others, don't expect any respect for yourself. If you follow this policy, you'll be very well liked. Everybody likes someone who respects them, who glorifies them. And if you don't expect any respect for you in return, you don't be frustrated because you don't get it.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.